Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for the match of Mozambique versus Uganda. Let's get into this. Alright, first goal stems from a corner, and this is brilliantly taken. When I say brilliantly taken, and from the other angle that will come from this, from these highlights, we'll see exactly how he spots the keeper out to score that brilliant goal. Because look at where the goalkeeper is. The distance between him and his goal is way too far. And unfortunately, there's no reason for him to be here because everyone is out here. I would rather have one person, I would rather have a man mark, and I think this is, alright, I've mixed up my points, but I would rather have someone man mark in terms of he should be following him, or just have assigned someone to someone. You mainly do. In fact, even if it was crowded, I don't think many keepers would be doing this. Or at least keep one eye, or just be ready, or just be in a position where you're able to run back in your goal competently, because he takes advantage of the space that he leaves. Because you may not think this is a lot of space, but in a professional setting, professional games with professional players, this is a ton of space to put in a very good ball. And maybe if the keeper was slightly quick on his feet, he might have gotten to this. But let's not take away from the amount, from just the technique you would need to have to pull this off. I mean, just look at this. Lovely. And the keeper can only just jump into the goal. This is an excellently taken free kick. Sorry, taken corner. A corner. And he's happy. He's very, very happy. Alright, so this is ooh. The funny thing is that was given as a red card in the Premier League. That should be Son versus Rudiger. Alright, so once again, I say this so many times. High line, you're leaving a lot of space for people to run into the box, mainly uncontested, and you're also running to the box, which means there's a high likelihood you might put it in the back of your own net. And then now let's look at the delivery that comes in. Very good ball, and that's a goal because no one decided to track their runners. Okay, here's the thing. There are certain teams that can pull this off, e.g. Liverpool, and to be honest, mainly Liverpool, because they know the intention of keeping a high line. They know that what they want to do is to make sure the other team is offside. So in this case here, even like especially if you look at past highlights of teams using offside traps, what they would do, you won't even find anyone running in this direction. You won't. Everyone will be running the opposite side just to make sure they catch someone offside. That's the whole intention of the highline. But unfortunately, people just use it. They just use it for the sake of using it, and then this is what happens. You end up mindlessly running, forgetting the person you're supposed to track, and letting them have a free run to go. Because 1, 2, okay, let's do this. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking players in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the box right now. The defensive players outnumber the attacking players, but because there's no coordination, they allow someone to have a free run on goal. And I don't know if this is a direct goal from the free kick or he heads it. Because it's one of those, like, with whichever angle I see it, it just seems as if for me, it feels as if it enters directly. Like, maybe this one? I can't tell. If he does get his, maybe this one. You know what? I'll just end it like this. If he does get a flick, amazing. If he doesn't, that's a very good decoy run. Whether you like it or not, without him making that run, that goal doesn't go in. It simply does not go in. Alright, so let's just keep moving up until we find the next goal. Alright, so the next goal is somewhere here. Alright, so one of those, it's a very long ball. It's played to the person to the far. Okay, at this point, I wouldn't be too worried. You have enough men back to deal with this. Alright, so a cross. Ooh, goalkeeper. Major goalkeeper error. Because at this point, I think he is onside. Yeah, he should be onside, but in the Premier League, they'll probably give it offside. I don't know how they do their rules there. Because if you look at this, the ball is played. So at this point, there is not much of a problem. Because if you look at it, so look at this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they're ahead of them. So which means they'll enter into the box early, so they can do with the threats. He's also there in behind. Yes, he's behind the attacking player, but at least it's within the vicinity. Here, I don't really have much of a problem because the ball has to travel from here to here. And if the ball reaches around this particular area, oh sorry, this is the wrong one. I think this one will do better, yeah. If the ball reaches somewhere around here, these guys here can take care of it. If it reaches somewhere here, the keeper can take care of it. But now let's look and see what happens. He puts in, this is a very weak cross. And now it's one of those things the defenders have trusted their goalkeeper. Because all of them have run forward and then they have left these people in space because they know that the goalkeeper is going to handle it. They don't have to worry that much. But unfortunately, goalkeeper makes a massive error because he should be catching this 9 times, not even 9. He should be catching that 10 times out of 10. But here, the defender does well, hands behind his back. He just makes it much more difficult for him to put the pass in. And he does do his job because the pass ends up moving near the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he spills it, open net. Maybe he was also scared of colliding into his own player, but okay, it's one of those that it shouldn't have happened. He should have caught it. That's all. It may sound harsh, but he definitely should have caught that. Definitely should have caught that. I'm not being mean or anything, but yeah, it should have just crossed into the box. And whoa. Alright, so I'm just going to look for the next goal over here. I think it is this one. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm just gonna skip slightly ahead so that, yeah, I move on to the third goal of the match and I'll try and explain that. No, sorry, not third goal, but the fourth goal of the match, but third goal for the team that's winning, aka Mozambique. Oh, that's probably a good save. Alright, so this is worrisome because here's the thing. One defender, okay, I thought it was a 2-on-1, but it's mainly just a 1-on-1 that is a defender behind. But I have to see what's the action. I think the goalkeeper could have caught that. I don't know. He's made some errors, so it does make me believe that he could have caught that. Alright, so it happens with a flick. Then what happens here? He gets outpowered, he gets outmuscled, and then from here, eh, I'm not a goalkeeper. I am not a goalkeeper. I've played, like, when you're playing with your lads and go, but as a professional, I can't really say much. But for me, you know what? If there's a goalkeeper, please correct me. I feel maybe he could afford to be back. He could afford to be here because his teammates are within. He has to shoot from outside the box. So he has to deal with these two players here, or has to deal with the first player that was here. So I do feel the goalkeeper can at least afford to be a few yards back because this would have to be a very, very hard shot. And then there's also a defender that is within the vicinity. And I think he takes the shot early because the goalkeeper has come out of his line. But if the goalkeepers, please correct me, I'm open for correction. Yeah, just this flick, and then he just bullies his opponent. Yeah, I do feel like he could have been a few yards back because at least as a defender to make his shot slightly difficult. Yeah, no. It's a good play shot. Can't really say much for the keeper, but I do feel if it was a bit further back, maybe he could save that. Yeah, otherwise that was the final goal of the game. That's been the match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.